Alright, so what's up everyone? My name is Catalyst. I'm not Mattmatt, and I'm happy I'm not Mattmatt, but I'm not happy that I actually have to commentate this game for you. Uh yeah, basically his microphone died for some reason. I was supposed to co-commentate this anyway, so I know a little bit about this game, but not that much. So I'm gonna try to give you my best insight on everything that's happening. I've seen a couple of runs. I know like the most important points of the game. I popped up a cheat sheet with a story on it, so yeah, I'm gonna try to entertain you while Matt actually cannot talk. So Matt, tell me when we're ready to go. All right, so I'm gonna give you the countdown. So 3, 2, 1, go! Woohoo! Right, so this is a Resident Evil Dadame, or in Japanese, Gansabai Bafo by Hazardun Hirozu Nebadaya. I just had to say it, it's a good meme. Well, anyway, the plot starts in 2002. It's pretty much 4 years after the Raccoon City incident, and there's this tanker or like ocean liner, I think, and it gets taken over by the terrorists. And basically, you're Bruce McGivern, this guy, and you're the cop, and you're supposed to save them. And they have some hostages and stuff like that. So right from the start, you can see that Matt is like turning, and and it looks like it's not very fluid. That's because the controls in this game are very wanky, and it's kind of hard to really do like some other precise movement. The sensitivity is not too high. Usually, when he needs to turn like over 90 degrees, he might even have to stop to be able to turn in time. Basically, this game is crap tons of running, some boss fights, and a little strats, some item management in terms of ammo conservation, and we can top it all off with some RNG, which basically, if it screws you, you can reset your run if you try to go for a really good time. Alongside with Bruce, we're gonna be playing as Fong Ling, which is a Chinese intelligence agent that's employed by the Ministry of State Security. So we're gonna be switching between characters a little bit, and the difference between them is that like Bruce doesn't run as fast as Fong Ling does. So Fong Ling is the superior character, and she also has a pretty nice booty. So I mean, same can be said about Bruce. Just watch. This game also is one of the few games on the PS2 that actually support the light gun. Now, I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like one of those guns that you can point at your screen and you can shoot with them. So even though you see the game right now is in the third person, when it comes to aiming, if you just press the aim button, you're gonna go into first person view. You're gonna have a crosshair, and you need to stand still. You're just completely stationary while you're aiming. You cannot move. And playing this on a light gun was a lot of fun. I've played it when I was a child, and it was pretty good. So that was a nice dodge. Matt didn't really get grabbed. Basically, sometimes you can get grabbed by the zombies, and that loses you a bunch of time. But I think if he crouches or something like that, pretty much when they're about to grab him, he can dodge that grab. There are a couple of enemies who you cannot really dodge. So there it took him a little bit to pick up the card, but still pretty good. He dodged all the zombies. That was pretty nice. Like, as I said, this game is a lot about movement, and since the movement is very, as you guys like the word, wanky, it's not as easy to dodge all the enemies and move precisely. And basically, please no puns in the chat. It's just really hard to like navigate throughout the map with all these controls that are pretty bad. Especially if Matt was here, he would probably be complaining. So, just to give you an authentic experience of how this run would actually be commentated, it would be something along the lines, "Dude, my hands are so sweaty. Come on, this controller sucks, man." So yeah, that was an insight right now into Matt's room. Yeah, but he's been complaining a lot about his controller being really old and the sticks being very slippery. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some fuck ups in the run. Then again, Mattmatt is the ultimate world record holder, so I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing. I hope.
Yeah.
So another character I should probably introduce is Morpheus. And he's a former director of an umbrella waste disposal site, which is not that important, but basically he stole 3 samples of the T virus and he hijacked this tanker, which is called Spencer Rain. He's pretty insane and ruthless, as we gonna kind of find out throughout the run. And yeah, he infected everybody that was on the cruiser, even his followers. And he's obsessed with beauty and grace, which we would be able to see. We will be able to see in the first cutscene that we obviously skip for obvious reasons. So Matt got grabbed there. That was quite unfortunate. And Morpheus kind of wants to create a beautiful and elegant world, and he wants to destroy all the cold and ugly parts of it, which exists today. And yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of a plot twist later on in the story. So, as I said, I'm sorry if sometimes there's something like, if you look at the game, you don't really know what's going on. Well, don't worry, I don't know either. But he's picking up all sorts of items, classic Resident Evil style. You could see him just right now picking up a valve, and it's pretty much the classic. You need to run somewhere, you then figure out that this is missing, you need this kind of key card, you need this kind of item. And now we're actually switching to Fong, so you can see that booty for yourself. And you might have already noticed that she runs a little bit faster. Also some slick dodges right there, I gotta say. Very nice. So just to give you an insight on how Morpheus looks, he's a dude with long blonde hair, and yeah, he thinks he's pretty cute, which I cannot really commentate on. So this run revolves around, since you backtrack a lot through a couple of areas, you can get easily lost. So it's a lot about memorizing where to go, which can be confusing sometimes. If you cannot give the game your 100% focus, I would say, or like not 100%, but like 80% focus, it's really easy to get lost on the ship, and then just lose a couple of seconds because you took the wrong turn or whatever. And because the game is like fairly simple in terms of, you know, tech, since you basically just move and then try to kill some bosses, it's kind of hard to like get a get a super optimized time. So this is the first boss fight. It's a giant frog. Yeah. That was quite unfortunate. That jump wasn't... That was not that good of a boss fight. It could have been a little bit better. It got pretty unfortunate when the frog jumped behind him. But yeah, this boss is not that hard. It's pretty well done. So, I could say that GameSpot gave this game a 6.4 and said it's not the best Resident Evil game and it isn't a stellar light gun game, but that it creates an interesting, unique hybrid of the two. And that is, I might as well say that this is actually Matt's favorite Resident Evil because he has a lot of childhood memories with this game. So playing this, necessarily it might not be that great of a game in terms of gameplay and story, but it just brings him a lot of nostalgic memories. So that's another part of this commentary where I'm trying to bring insight into Mattmatt's head. So as I said, the movement in this game is kind of... I mean, you can get used to it, that's the thing. And then you memorize the path, and then pretty much it becomes all about getting both lucky at the bosses, because they can screw you a lot if you have bad luck. And there are some strats where you can actually quick kill some of the bosses pretty well. And there comes into play the ammo conservation that I've talked about, because you need enough ammo for the final boss, and if you use too much ammo at the boss that's before it, you're kind of screwed for the last boss. You cannot do it as fast anymore. You can also die on the last boss. Like, those things can happen very easily. And right now, this is actually the RNG part. We need to get a key card from these boxes, from these crates, and it's completely RNG where the key card is gonna be. There are 7 boxes, if I recall correctly, and we got it in the second box. That's really freaking good. That's really good. God bless RNG. God bless. That's really good. Basically, I remember Matt, no puns in the chat, when Matt was doing runs, he would take anything up to the third crate, and then he would reset. Or I mean, there are even 8 boxes, I think. So he got it in the second one. That's like really good, super fast. So that was Morpheus. He didn't look like a beautiful blonde dude anymore. So you got a little sneak peek, I would say. But there's more to come. Don't worry. Nice. That was a pretty good dodge. Fuck those toads. That was really nice. Yeah, this game does indeed work with light guns. It was one of the first games I've actually played with a light gun alongside like Time Crisis, I think, which is just specially designed for those devices. So, as I said, this game got released in 2002 in June, and it was still premiered at E3 2003, even just a month prior to the Nintendo GameCube release of Resident Evil Code Veronica X and Resident Evil Outbreak, which were like really good games, I would say, compared to this. So now I'm actually waiting for a part of the run where I kind of recognize what we're doing again. Because right now it's just a bunch of running and the classic Resident Evil stuff. Pick up an item, deliver it there, turn on the generator. Now this is the captain's cabin, as you can see. That was a nice dodge. That was a really nice dodge. I'm not really sure what version of the game we're on, but you can run this on both PAL and NTSC, and the times on the leaderboards are measured in in-game time. And obviously NTSC is faster since it runs on 30 FPS and PAL only on 25. Right, so this is the coyote. This guy can be a pretty big bitch. Let's see if he doesn't get up in time. It's kind of random how fast he gets up. So knock him down. He got stuck on the bed a little bit. It shouldn't be a problem though. Yes, okay. That was pretty good. Sometimes the captain can like get up really, really quickly, and then you have to either shoot him again or he even grabs you, and he can be really annoying. Also, I don't know what these zombies are doing, like falling flat on their faces. So now you get a timer. It's also like one of the kind of signature things of Resident Evil, I would say. Something happens, and then you have a timer. And this is the second boss. This one is quite tricky. He needs him to drop down either on the ground, or he needs to get behind him and shoot that weak spot. Now he dropped on the ground. He's in a pretty good position, and that was... Oh, is he dead? It seems like it is. Yeah, okay, that was a really good boss fight. That was really good. I wasn't sure for a second if he was dead, and Matt is just giving me a seizure with all the spinning around. But that was a really good boss fight. Like, that one is one of the harder ones, because the guy can, like... Sometimes you hit the weak spot, but at the same time you don't. And then what can happen is he falls down on the ground, but he falls down in such a way that when you aim, you cannot really see the weak spot. So you need to move back, and then you don't have enough time to shoot the weak spot enough times to kill him. Right, so he wakes up, and then you have to repeat the entire cycle. So that was really well done. And now we're entering the sewers. Sewers are quite annoying later on, because there's a lot of enemies, and Matt's just gonna be running through them because killing them is slow, and hoping to not get grabbed. Also, these stairs can be really freaking annoying. Like, you can get stuck on them very easily if you don't know what you're doing. Stream and commentary is way desynced. That's pretty unfortunate. There's nothing I can do really. I can try to refresh the mixer page, but basically I should be seeing this with, I say that word a lot, with as least delay as possible. So I'm awfully sorry if it's hindering the experience. So that was really nice. Didn't get grabbed at all. I'm sorry if it's hindering the experience too much, but there's really nothing I can do. It was just really like, you saw Mattmatt do a run of the Saboteur, which is a great run by the way, Matt. Congratulations on that one. It was a really nice time for a marathon. And then he replugged his microphone, and all of a sudden it stopped working. And I was told, hey, you're gonna have to commentate this on your own. Because I was supposed to be here just because there's not that much stuff to say, actually, right, about the game, except for the bosses and stuff. So I was supposed to just co-commentate, so we actually could have some kind of a conversation. But then I was told that I need to do it alone, and since I don't know that much about the game, just from what I've seen on the stream, it kind of looks like it actually looks. Thank you. Alright, so as I said, the sewers can be quite annoying. Taking up a key right now. Now he's gonna go back again. That was pretty nice. That was. Oh, he got grabbed. That was unfortunate. But that was really slick movement. I gotta say that was very well done. I believe the world records that Matt holds has a little mistake here. The stairs for a little bit. And then there's like another minor mistake. He might have lost throughout the course of this run. He might have lost like max 10 seconds, I would say. Like it's a really good run, and all the bosses were perfect in that run. And so far the bosses in here are also pretty good. See here, he got stuck on the stairs. As I said, it's very easy to hit the stairs like that and you know, lose time because of it. So now we're running through. He's taking specific pathways through the sewers to dodge as many enemies as possible. Well, I call it the sewers, but it's not really the sewers. It's a float of the tanker. If I'm not wrong, it's kind of like a storage kind of place where they had supplies and stuff like that. And it's floated. The cutscenes, the CGI cutscenes don't look that bad for the year 2002. But the graphics are just classic PS2, really. So this section can be annoying as well, because they're gonna be... This guy can be annoying. I think the next doors are pretty annoying, because... Okay, not this elevator. Section like this where there's pretty much a zombie right next to the doors, and it's really you're pretty much relying on luck to not get grabbed. I think it might be... Oh, he got spat on. That was unfortunate. Basically, you cannot do anything about those little toads. Like they're just like that, basically. And I used the word again. Jesus Christ. But yeah, the zombies can grab you, and these guys can like vomit onto you. And as I said, you're basically... Freaking hell, I'm not doing this on purpose. Promise. But there's nothing you can do, and they just slow you down from distance. Pick up some shotgun ammo. That's because of the fact that he's gonna be using the shotgun at the last two bosses. Before we didn't... I say we, but I've never actually more than just once. Like he would normally use... Oh, that was nice. He would normally use a deal, I think, to kill the second to last boss. But with the new strats that he came up with, that was a really unfortunate grab. But you can see how much time this actually costs you. And he's just relying on the enemies to be nice and kind to him. There's nothing you can do about them, because shooting them would actually be even slower. But yeah, with the new strats that Matt, he can go ahead and... Oh, another vomit. He can go ahead and use the shotgun for the last two bosses. If the stream is choppy, it's not on Matt's behalf, because I'm watching his direct feed, and yeah. So, guy, you're gonna be using the shotgun. Oh, would like to know what's actually going on. So as you can see, he's trying to obviously hit his head. I would say that was not a bad boss. But I don't think this is a hard boss either. Also, he just destroyed us. Nice. So yeah, the strategy... Just hit him in the head with the shotgun as many times. When he charged him, he would hit him in his feet. And then when he like took a step back, he would hit him in his head again. That's not Morpheus, no. I'll make sure to tell you guys when he's gonna be making an appearance again. And exactly, Zephyr, that's the classic, basically. If you need an elevator, it's gonna come right after everything is done. It's like in the movies when there's a brutal action scene for 20 minutes and then the cops arrive after that action scene, immediately after it. What could I say? Eurogamer gave this 7 out pretty generous, not gonna lie. This game is in the series of the Survivor games with Survivor and then Code Veteran Cax, as I said before. Also, that was with the dude. That was pretty slow. If everything was perfect, he would actually shoot him, then just pick up the card and run away. The thing is, if you get even a little bit stuck, and you can do that there because picking up that specific key card is a little tricky. It's not as easy as it seems. Just run to it and then just press the proper button. You need to be at a certain like location at a certain angle to be able to pick it up from as far away as possible. Grab you. Unfortunately, that didn't work out, but it's not that big of a deal.
Because thou hast obeyed my voice.
I love seeing there are people in this game, in the chat. That's awesome. So, this is the high-end computer that Matt is rocking his microphone on right now. I could look into the story a little bit. My cheat sheet right here.
Because thou hast obeyed my voice.
I'm not really sure in which part of the story right now we are, so I'm not gonna bother you guys with some info that would fit in right now. But you can see how much or how many areas there are in this tanker. Like you can see, this is like pretty much the lab, and now you can see the flying bitches for the first time. I think it's for the first time. And the door's closed. And this is the ant boss, as I would call it. And this is the strat with the shotgun that he's gonna be doing right now. I have to just destroy her one like that. That was pretty free. That was a really good fight. It's not as easy as Matt makes it look. So now he's gonna pick up this lightning gun, whatever the hell it is. It's Resident Evil, so yeah. And let's see what we can get. Sometimes you can make this in one. He had to use 3. Usually it's 2, I'm pretty sure. But he missed the first one. Yeah, then as I said, the frame drops are not on Matt's end, and it has to do something with the streaming PC. And I'm sure it will be quickly resolved. Oh, this guy right behind the doors, that's awesome. Okay, I was a little scared he would jump us right there. But that turned out to be pretty damn good. I'm drinking my morning. Shoutouts to Nero. And because I woke up literally like, I don't know, at the end of Matt's Saboteur run. And some nodes from Morpheus. And secret entrance. I'm pretty sure the secret entrance to I'm not even sure what I'm trying to find it. Oh, we completely. So this is by the way, this is finally Morpheus. Oh, what the hell? That was pretty unfortunate getting hit there. So Morpheus all of a sudden is a big-titted chick, and he sets up this quick kill where he gets stuck. It depends a little bit on the boss. It's not completely consistent. It depends on what he does, he or she or it or whatever. And now what he does, he, she, it. Is just die. Stop spinning around, okay? The fact that you don't have a fidget spinner doesn't mean that you turn around like that. Yeah, that was Morpheus. Was a really nice quick kill. I'm happy we got pretty lucky. And right now there's gonna be a bunch of running, Deagle as well. For a couple of the first shots, I think. And yeah, you can see the timers all on the screen again. And you saw that little blob, the orange blob, whatever the hell the thing was, on his back. That's what we're gonna be actually having to shoot for. Oh, okay. So what I missed completely in the story, and I apologize for that. This is not on the tanker anymore. We skip all the cutscenes, so I never really picked up on the story, and I haven't finished the game myself. I think my dad finished it, so maybe he should have done the commentary. So wait, but I stopped myself. You find out that the tanker. So these are some PS2 control. This is not easy to hit. So when I hit as many magnum shots as possible, pretty much in every cycle. So the tanker was on a collision, of course, with an island, and Bruce jumps into the shore as the liner is destroyed, and then when he explores the island, he finds an abandoned umbrella facility, and yeah, you find Morpheus here. So this part is pretty grab heavy. You gotta make sure your reactions are on point. You wanna do these little dodges that I told you about. He didn't do it here, so you got grabbed. But as I said, it's not easy. It's not easy, and you don't want to do them if they were not supposed to grab you, and you do that dodge. You just lose time for nothing, really. Actually, on an island. So now it makes a lot more sense, and this is like an abandoned umbrella facility. And Morpheus had his own bioterrorist unit, but it got compromised by another T-virus outbreak. So these shots are really not easy easy. Like light gun would be good. Maybe light gun percent should be the fastest way to do this. And yeah, I'm not sure if the timer stops. I'm not sure. Don't mark my words, okay? But I'm pretty sure the boss should be dead. I think we're gonna have to run. Or not? Maybe I don't fucking. Matt is typing. Oh, okay. So stop the timer. Like 10 to 15 seconds. I got completely lost. It was time, yeah. So it was my bad. I got too caught up in the amazing storytelling that this game has. So what was the final time is what I wonder about. Because I cannot see the actual stream on Twitch. As I said, the leaderboards are timed via the in-game timer at the end, so that's gonna be like a good way to check. How good the run actually was. But yeah, that was 34-14. Real time. 24-39 in-game time. That's not even bad. That's a really good time. For a marathon, that is amazing. So props to Mattmatt pulling this off. I tried my best to give you some kind of insights, at least a little bit on the story and the quick kills. I think the bosses were really well, which is like the hardest part of the actual game. So I'm really happy it went really well there. This run right now would be 24-39 would be 4th place on the leaderboards, which is pretty good. Just for life record is 22-47 right now. And yeah, from me, unfortunately couldn't really talk to you guys, and he was playing on, so that's another thing. I thought he was playing on the NTSC, but this was on PAL, so that's a really good time for PAL because his world record is NTSC, and that's a lot faster. As I said, 25-30 difference is really big. So yeah, for me, Catalyst, and mainly from Mattmatt, who did an amazing job with back-to-back runs, both of them really good. I thank you all for watching. If you like what you saw, make sure to toss Mattmatt10111 and follow here on Twitch. And yeah, I guess next up is gonna be what's gonna be next up. That's the